Good evening, everyone. I'm Jacob and today, I want to talk to you about something that's quietly shaping the future of our lives in America: accelerated aging. You see, when aging speeds up, every disease risk rises, from heart disease and diabetes to Alzheimer's. Your muscles thin, your belly grows, and your mind begins to fog long before it should. In 2025, over 7 million Americans aged 65 and older are living with Alzheimer's disease. By 2050, that number could exceed 12 million. And here's the financial side: the total cost of dementia care in the U.S. this year, including health care, long-term care, and unpaid family caregiving, is projected to reach $781 billion according to USC's Schaeffer Center. Think about that. If you needed 24-hour care today, it could easily cost $5,000 to $7,000 a month, sometimes more. To sustain that for 15 years, you'd need a financial reserve of roughly $1.5 to $2 million. Just for care, not for luxury, but for basic survival. So even if you retire early with $2 million in the bank, one long illness, one period of bedridden living can wipe it all out. That's why I always say, and I mean this: don't spend your money on supplements, spend it on movement. Because the return on investment from a healthy body is immeasurable. Now, let's talk about why aging accelerates. When you don't sleep well, your stress hormones rise. High cortisol shrinks your hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for memory. It weakens your prefrontal cortex, the part that controls discipline and judgment. And it overactivates your amygdala, which makes you angry, impulsive, and craving short-term pleasure. That's why, after a sleepless night, you reach for donuts, scroll your phone for hours, and say to yourself, "I deserve this." It's not you, it's your chemistry betraying you. Then comes a chain reaction: bad food, high blood sugar, insulin spikes, fat storage, chronic inflammation, damaged blood vessels, cognitive decline. It's a vicious cycle, a wheel of aging that spins faster and faster. But here's the good news: the same wheel can spin the other way. Good sleep lowers stress hormones. Lower stress reduces fake hunger. Less hunger means better food choices, which stabilizes energy, improves focus, and slows the clock of aging. This is why I always say, if you control your habits, you control your biology. The CDC reports that only about 24% of U.S. adults meet the recommended levels for both aerobic and muscle strengthening activity. And among seniors, that number drops to 13.9%. That means nearly 9 out of 10 Americans are aging faster than they need to. So remember, aging is not just time passing. It's a biological process you can slow. Let's talk about what really works. First, your 3 foundations: sleep, movement, stillness. These are the real supplements your body needs every day. Sleep at least 7 hours of quality sleep to regulate hormones and repair your brain. Movement: invest money in learning how to move, hire a trainer, join a class, learn Pilates, lift weights. Stillness: practice mindfulness to lower stress and reset your nervous system. I don't care if you're 30 or 70, flexibility training in your 30s, strength training in your 50s, and balance training in your 70s are non-negotiable. Because the goal isn't just to live long, it's to walk strong in your 90s. Now, food. You've heard of the Mediterranean diet, the DASH diet, and the Blue Zones diet, all variations of what I call the slow aging plate. Here's how it looks in America. Eat whole grains instead of white bread and refined carbs. Replace soda and juice with water or unsweetened tea. Load up on lentils, beans, nuts, and olive oil. Enjoy fish and poultry in moderation, and limit red meat and cheese. And yes, a glass of red wine with friends is absolutely allowed. Our grandparents' generation, who walked everywhere and ate home-cooked meals, aged slower. Not because of genetics, but because of how they lived. Now, one more thing: your skin is your largest organ. Sun damage doesn't just cause wrinkles, it creates systemic inflammation. So wear sunscreen, SPF 30 or higher, broad spectrum, every day. Vitamin D? You'll still get plenty just by spending a few minutes outside. In the end, aging is an investment game. If you build your health portfolio early by sleeping, moving, and thinking right, you earn compound interest in the form of vitality, clarity, and independence. And if you ignore it, the bill comes due later. In hospital bills, in lost freedom, in years you can't get back. So, once again, don't spend your money on supplements, spend it on movement. Because that investment could save you $2 million and, more importantly, give you back your life.